And welcome back to another video. And today, this is our footage from our one good race we had last night during the FIA Nations Cup race at Sardenga B2. And these are in the N100 category, and we were in the Mazda Roadster touring car. And you can see in the top right, we finally do have a livery designed for the channel, and it does have all the ats and signals and stuff. But here we are, and we are a go. And we were using a headset, is why you can actually hear the upshifts and stuff from the actual recording. But we qualified 8th, as we could not qualify for crap in this whole night. And this was actually our fourth and final attempt at a race, as the first 3 did not go to plan, as the first 2 ended up with us getting taken out, and then the third one was a awful qualifying. We went from 13th to 5th, which in hindsight is not awful, but here we are 8th, and there's a cluster in front of us, and we're just trying to get the better exit. That corner, that left-hander, was probably my hardest corner that I could not get right. Bad GT, he was pretty quick too. He did have a bad qualifying as well, so he's actually just in front of us in 7th. So we are going to see what we can actually do in this race. So we're coming up the hill, and now you're going to come into this corner where you're barely braking, just enough to get it to downshift, and then you're back on the throttle, trying to get the good run out of here. These things are so hard to get a run and actually make a move unless the person in front of you makes a mistake. Here, you're going into the right-hander. We are just going to follow them and see if anybody actually ends up making a mistake here. So still bad GT in front of us, as we have not actually gained any positions here on this opening lap. And we're coming into the final corner, as these two are really flat out, basically a straight, braking at the end of the curb there, down into second gear, trying to get on the power early, and a couple people are going to run out wide. CRG88X is actually going to run out wide, and we're going to take the position from him. And we are in the slipstream now of Bad GT, and there was 3 different cars you could really choose here. There was the Mazda Touring, the Lancia Stratos, and the Dyno 458, maybe is what it is. But the Lancia and the Dyno were much quicker in the straight line. As we're going to go into turn 1, the Lancia is actually going to outbrake himself and put himself off into the grass, and that's going to promote us up into 6th place here, following Bad GT. We're actually going to run on him. Thought about maybe trying to move, but we are going to back out and just be conservative. This is a long race. Bad GT's looking to the inside of this white car, and he's actually going to shove Honda Khan off just a little bit, and that is going to put us up into 5th place. So we've gone from 8th to 5th in the matter of basically a lap and a half. So following Bad GT now, we're going to see if we can actually just follow him to the front. The leaders have started to open up a bit of a gap on us, and we're going to see if we can run them down. So here we actually thought about passing Bad GT, but we do think better of it, and Drift Kings 44 is going to run out beside us, but it is going to be CRG88 who's just going to take the position as we go 3 wide. So that is actually not going to help us out, as we end up in the same position we're in by passing one and losing one in the same corner. But now anyways, we are just going to try and get single filed up and see if we can run down these leaders. And we're going to skip ahead here to lap 8, and we have pretty much caught this lead group, as we are all basically a group of 5 now, and the Dyno is actually going to run out wide, and he is going to put it off into the gravel, and we are up into the 4th place, and it's basically a group of 4 here with just 4 laps to go. As we're coming up into turn 1, we are just on the tail end of this train here. We were just kind of hanging back, really, as this is a long race, and we really just didn't want to do anything real stupid, but they're actually going to go too wide into the corner. That's going to slow them up pretty much, and we're going to see if we can get a good run. It wasn't a great corner from us, but it was better than Bad GT. We're actually going to accidentally get into the back of him a little, and we are 2 abreast by 2 coming down into this right-hander. We do have the inside, and that is going to allow us to go through on Bad GT and get up into the top 3. Not that it's going to matter, as we still basically have 3.5 laps to go in this one, and it is really anybody's race here, as these cars keeps everybody close, and we do have a group of 4 up front, and that dyno behind us is going to try and catch us up. But here on skipping ahead to lap 10 here, we're still in 3rd place. And he's basically going to pull the same move we pulled on him. We're going to let him go, as it is not worth fighting him for that position and letting the leaders possibly skate away with just 3 laps to go. So CRG88X has found his way back to the lead, as we were battling for 4th with him earlier. We're going to skip ahead to lap 11 here, and they're going to go side by side. Bad GT is going to go to the lead. Fernando 005 is going to get pushed off, and we're going to not backing out of that one with just 2 laps to go. We need the position. We're actually going to go to the inside here, and we are going to get the move done on CRG88X, get a bit of a help from Fernando, and he's actually going to give us a push, and that is going to separate the field, as we have actually put a gap between us and 3rd place, and there's a bit of a gap between 1st place and us. So now we are going to try our best and run down Bad GT. And in this point in the race, I really was thinking that I realized I really do have a shot at the win in this one, and we did get a bit nervous, but we are going to go 2 times speed here and just show you and see if we can run down Bad GT. We basically knew we had a lap and a half to catch and pass him, and with the draft it may help somewhat, but we are going to see if we can do it now. Coming through the final corner, still not making much progress on him. It is under a second. It's around 8/10 at this point. We are just trying to get in the draft. It's going to close up a little bit into down the straight, but it's going to close up a lot going through the first corners. We get a great run, and that's going to close up even more as we come down through here. We are definitely the faster car at the moment, and we're going to get a really decent run out of that corner, and just making sure we don't mess up this corner, as we had struggled so much with this downhill left-hander, and we get it pretty much right. Now following in the slipstream of Bad GT, this is basically going to come down to us, as the 3 cars behind have fallen off the pace, and I am looking to see where I can maybe possibly go for a move on this car in front. We're going to come up into the left-hander here, and we're really going to close up now, getting onto the back of him as we get a good drive off the corner. Just 3/10 separating us now. We're going to get onto the brakes here, and we're just going to get a little over-aggressive on the power, and we're going to drop a wheel and go off, and that is going to be the race. We made a mistake on the final lap, chasing down the leader. I'm not sure I would have been able to get it done, but we definitely could have sent a lunge up the inside coming into here. But now we have to defend for 2nd place, as that momentum killer has really cost us, as the dyno, who does have the better straight line speed, is going to be in the draft. We are going to try and defend it. We are going to move slightly, just trying to defend the position. We're going to run him down to the pit wall, and he's actually going to get the move done, so fair play to him. We don't crash him. And you can see from the live commentary, I was not happy with myself, as I thought I had a chance to win that one. But we win some and we don't. I guess that does make up for my first FIA win, where I ended up getting into the back of the leader. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Oh well.